It's parents' night here at UDA, so we're going to have the introduction of parents and players. It's Carmen Weaver and her mother.
Daughter of Evan and Joanna Sutton.
There's Ashley Sutton.
And it is also Ashley's 15th birthday tonight.
And a happy birthday to Ashley.
Kristen Liggins, daughter of Robert and Nancy Liggins.
Krista Williams. Chris Liggin.
Emily Stroop, daughter of David and Joanne.
Emily Stroop. Dave and Joanne, I think it is. Stroop, mother and father with her.
Katrina Wolf, daughter of Chris and Jane Wolf.
Here's Katrina Wolf. That is not her dad, it's her grandfather.
Daughter of Dave and Connie Antes.
Here is Antis, Janelle with her mom and dad.
Jen Messner, daughter of Marlon and Eleanor Rucker.
Here's Jen Messner.
Brittany Ryan, daughter of Timothy Ryan and Melissa Harris.
Here's Brittany Ryan.
Janine Copenhaver, daughter of Terry and Meg Copenhaver.
Denise Copenhaver, one of the walking wounded.
Juniors, Sam Stroud, daughter of Robin and Sharon Stroud.
Here's Sammy Straub, daughter of Robin Straub, and I'm sorry, I can't think of her mother's name.
Daughter of John Schultz and Betsy Baker.
The Schultzes, with Christine and her mom and dad.
Ashley Grosser, daughter of Chester and James Grosser.
There's Ashley Grosser, another one of the walking wounded, having had a knee operation or is about to for an ACL problem.
Crystal Weaver, daughter of Sue and Delmar Weaver.
Here's a senior, the Weaver gal.
And Allison Lanker, daughter of Larry and Paul.
And Allison Lanker.
Again, a big thank you to our parents and fans. We appreciate your support. Go Lady Trojans.
Okay, well, that's your senior night here. Parents' night, I should say. Parents' night at Gordon E. Foster Gymnasium here. We'll be set with the opening tip-off of tonight's big ball game between the Trojans as they host the Indians of Millersburg right here at UDA. Snowing outside, but plenty of warmth inside here, and we'll get a...
That can lead to your rejection. On behalf of my across Church Street.
Oh, good evening once again, all you UDA Lady Trojan fans. Tonight, the Trojans again play host to the Millersburg Indians here at UDA. This will be the third meeting of the ball clubs. I think we met during the Christmas tournament down at Millersburg. We also met in the beginning of the season. The Trojans were victorious that night, I believe it was, against Millersburg, and tonight we'll see if we can pick up another win. Now tonight the Trojans will be looking for their second win in a row, so they'll have a streak going if they can win tonight. Kids come off of a great game just last Thursday night up at Midwest when they took care of the Midwest Mustangs, and everyone had one heck of a good game that night. So we look for a big ball game tonight. These guys are not easy by any means, these Millersburg Indian gals. They're playing pretty well, and we're going to have to play as well as we can to defeat them. Coach Heim again will be in charge of the Trojan varsity tonight, and we'll see if she can pick up her second consecutive win. Trojans being introduced. Allison Lanker, number 1. She's a senior. Janelle Antes, our sophomore point guard on the ball club, introduced second. Number 21, senior Crystal Weaver, will be introduced for UDA. And we have junior number 32, Samantha Straub. And finally, number 52, Christine Schultz. So we've got the Trojans lined up. We have the Millersburg lineup, and we'll be back right in a moment after the national anthem. Fine rendition of the national anthem performed by two of our gals. I think one is Crystal Weaver, the other one might be Lanker. I'm not really sure. It could have been Allison and Crystal. I'm looking at the flag and not looking at the girls. So anyway, fine job done by those two ladies. Lady Trojans, that is. And so we have the names for the Millersburg Indian. Shumper, number 24, will play over here close to this line. 33 out there is Wilkinson. 14 is Van Olden. And we'll pick up the other ones as we go along. Number 50, Huffman. And 33. No, we have one other one. Let's see. Oh, 23 is Kuppenhaver. So we're ready to go. Trojans get the tip. Something goofy with the tip, and so they'll have it here. Want to change one thing on the camera here as soon as I get a whistle. Here's Schultz, who has played very well the last couple of ball games for UDA. Ball stolen away this time, and back up court with it comes that Van Olden gal. She'll take it to the hoop, hops up there, and then she's going to go for a charge call on Van Olden. Wilkinson make it. I'm sorry, Wilkinson will get the charge. All right, now I think we're set. And back comes Andis for UDA. Andis over the wing. She goes there for Straub. Whoops, ball tapped there by Shumper. Shumper is quick out in front. No doubt about that. Here's Weaver with it. Weaver loops it on the baseline. Push up by Straub. Good for two. Sammy Straub gets the first 2 points of the ball game for the UDA Trojans. It's 2-0. The Lady Trojans on top. This is Shumper. Shumper, kids over here harassing her. She takes a right to the hoop for two, misses the shot. Rebound comes down there to Schultz. She'll tear it loose. Got to get Christine a little wound up in here tonight, you know. Get her to play some good, strong basketball. They'll loop it inside, ball tipped away, however, picked up in there by that Huffman, and back with it comes Shumper. Now, regularly, they used to start Imhoff down here at Millersburg. I don't know where she is tonight. Was starting at a point guard. Here's a shot put up, no good. Rebounded in there strongly, this time by Lanker. We'll drop it back here for UDA. Huffman with the missed shot that time. Here's a loop inside for the Trojans. Her shot blocked out of there. Good block, I guess. There's no foul, so it must have been a good block by Huffman. She's replaced in the Millersburg lineup now by number 13, Ramberger. For two, a little bit off the mark. Rebound tipped around here. Ramberger had it tipped out of her hands. It's going to go to Millersburg anyway, so Trojans will inbound the basketball. And Shumper will bring it up court for Millersburg. The dribble cadence counted off by that crowd of boys over there on the far side. Here comes Wilkinson trying to take it inside. Can't do it. Tipped around. Controlled here to Andis. Andis will control it for UDA. And up court come the Trojans, leading just a scant 2-0. Not too much offense going in this one so far. Back outside it comes here. Now they'll swing it near wing here for Weaver. Go inside here to Schultz. Schultz had it go off her hands and out of bounds. So we have Huffman replacing Ramberger in the lineup for the Millersburg Indians. And back comes Millersburg. Right inside it goes. Turn around shot. No, they're dropping off over here for a shot by Huffman. No good. And a return shot, and a foul is going to be called on UDA. That will send Wilkinson to the line, shooting two. Her first. Here's Wilkinson's second try, and it is good. So she made 1 out of 2, makes it a 2-1 ball game. Back come the Trojans with Andis with the ball. Andis taking it on the wing. Over here, they'll drop it on the baseline. Pushing near wing here. Here's Schultz for two. It's good. 8-footer from the left baseline for Christine Schultz, and she's got two, and it's 4-1. UDA by 3. Shumper up court with it. Shumper will take it right inside, lays a shot up, and wouldn't go in. Rebound comes back this way. This gymnasium, Shumper's going to think the gymnasium's tilted to the right. That ball went up there and hung around, took a couple of bounces, hopped off to the right side. So Shumper will inbound the basketball, I think. Yep. Back here she comes with it. Controlled in here to 14. This is Van Olden. Inside they go for a shot. No good, but a foul called. The foul will send Huffman to the line shooting 2. Here's Copenhaver's first shot. Here is Huffman's first shot. Good. It's 4-2. 4:52 remaining here in the first period. Second shot. Good also. 4-3 as Huffman hits a pair of free throws. And back up court come the Trojans. Here's Antis bouncing it near wing here for Weaver. Oh, the ball batted away, and up with it comes Shumper. Shumper, lost the handle, ran with it, no call. The heck kind of a dribble was that? Up court comes Antis with it. Well, the Trojans dodged a bullet there. Here's a shot for 2, no good. Rebound on the far side to Lanker. She'll pull it back over here for a shot from outside for 3, no good. Rebound comes down there, and it gets all tied up as Copenhaver of Millersburg is tied up with it. And on the tie-up, it'll be Millersburg ball. Wilkinson inbounding it here. This is Shumper. Goes inside. Stolen away nicely in there by the Trojans. And then batted down by one of the Millersburg Indians. That was Shumper batting that ball down that time after the Trojans had made a steal, but they were kind of running down side by side, and so it didn't work for UD. This is Shumper with it. Shumper's fast, as I said. When she gets going, hard to stop her. Here's a dump right out front. Good play that time from Wilkinson to Huffman. And the Indians take the lead for the first time. Now it's 5-4 Millersburg. Antis up court with it for UDA. Near wing here for Straub. Straub is double teamed. Lost the ball out of bounds down there. Sammy was mobbed by a couple of Indians. Attacked by 2 Indians she was. Anyway, back come the Indians. This is Shumper with it. Shumper coming down the court quickly taking it inside. Oh, and a foul call. They're going to have a whole foul called on Schultz. And Schultz does not agree with that call at all. And you know what? I agree with her. I think that was an anticipation call by this fella here. And he just thought Schultz had to foul her, although she didn't. And here's Shumper going to the line, missing her first one. And let's see. Into the ball game comes Crystal Weaver to replace her sister, who I hadn't seen sneak into the ball game. Carmen Weaver had been in there, but I didn't notice her. Second try, no good. So Shumper misses a couple, and Crystal Weaver has the rebound. Back here for Antis. Trojans trail by 1. This is Antis working it down into the corner. Now it's bounce pass inside. They'll come back out here for Antis. Near wing. Now dropping it in there for a walk called first. Christine walked that time. You could see her step inside. Wanted to know, or she knew what she wanted to do with it, but just took a step inside and turned it over. Here is a dump inside again for Huffman for 2. No good. Rebound comes down there, and Schultz has it. Back here eventually for Antis. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Very low scoring first quarter for both squads. 4-5 the score. 5-4. Here's Antis picking it up on the baseline outside here for Weaver. Across the court it comes here for walk called on Lanker. Well, the Trojans not playing the way they did at Midwest right at the moment, but we can pick it up. Up there were darn few mistakes, and everything was working fine here. Maybe the pressure of the rivalry here with Millersburg. You know, you don't want to lose to these guys. You don't want to do anything dumb like throw it away like they just did. However, it went off a hand, and so Millersburg will inbound the ball off a Trojan hand that time. Shumper looping it back here. Shot from the wing. No good. Rebound comes down in there, and Lanker's got it for UDA. Driving it down court. She goes on the right wing side, throwing it over here for Schultz. Schultz had it stolen away from her by Shumper. Then she kicks the ball ahead. Ball is on the floor. She still has it. Dumps it underneath. Out of bounds it goes. It's going to stay up here, they say. Wow. A lot of action, I'm telling you. That Shumper gal just winding things up here for Millersburg. Van Olden goes inside with it, but it's stolen away, and Lanker has it for UD. So the Trojans again dodging a bullet here. 135 rather remaining in the first quarter. They still trail by 1. Here's a ball nearly tapped away again, and out of bounds it goes. As they say, it's going to go off Kuppenhaver this time. So it'll be UD ball to inbound. They inbound it back here for Schultz. And then Weaver has got it. Here's Crystal. Into the corner she goes there. Now back out in front. Andis tries to take it on the baseline. Shot put up, blocked away. Rebound comes down here, picked up over here by Schultz. Dropping it back here. Shot for 3, just off the mark. Rebound to Millersburg. Huffman picking that one off. Eventually back here for Shumper. Shumper, whose dad is from Likens. So they live in Millersburg, however. Whoa, near sole. It is sold away. Nice steal. See if Sammy can put it in. Yes, good for 2. Good steal and a good bucket by Sammy Straub. Trojans lead by 1, 6-5, 40 seconds and counting. Here comes Shumper again, taking it inside off a leg. Her leg out of bounds off her leg. It'll be UD ball. 33.7 seconds remaining. And back come the Trojans to see if we can increase that 1-point margin. 28 seconds, 27, 26, and so forth. Andis pushing it back here for Weaver. Weaver pushing it inside there. They tried to go. Here's a shot from the wing. That's a little bit short. Rebound comes down here and up court. Comes that 33 Wilkinson gal. She'll stop, put an 8-foot try up off the glass. Good. 7-6 Millersburg by 1. 6 seconds remaining. Quick pass over here for Schultz, but that's going to go out of bounds with 3.2 seconds remaining. And Wilkinson coming up court with it. Fires it down here. Nope, that's no good. Woo, she almost made it, though, but it wasn't any good anyway. So it's 7-6 at the end of 1. The Millersburg Lady Indians on top here at UDA. UDA inbounding the ball now as we get back to action here in the beginning of the second period. Andis with it for UD. Back over here for Weaver. Crystal looking around for Andis over in the wing. Here's Andis looking for outside for 3, partially blocked. Right inside it comes. They'll bounce it inside for Weaver for 2. Threw the ball straight up in the air, and over this way it comes. It's going to be white ball, they say. Or rather, black went off white, I mean. Wilkinson will inbound it here for Shumper. Shumper taking it down here for a shot by Huffman, partially blocked away, picked up over there by Lanker. Here's Andis swinging it into the corner here for Weaver. Weaver set up from outside here. Oh, she had the shot set up nicely, just didn't get it to go down. And back comes Shumper from Fort Millersburg, rather. Wilkinson from outside for 2. It's good. So Wilkinson, the tall gal, becomes an outside shooter there and gets 2. About 19 feet out that time. It's 9-6. UDA drops back by 3. Here's Weaver. Looping it over here for Lanker. Lanker for 2. Just a little bit too long on the rebound. Controlled in there to that 14 Van Olden. And back comes Shumper with it. Shumper near wing. Here is Wilkinson again. Oh, had it stolen out of her hands by Weaver, and then, well, that was by that Carmen Weaver that time, making the steal on it, tying it up. And it'll be Shumper inbounding the ball for Millersburg. Shot from way outside by Kuppenhaver, no good. Rebound comes down to Van Olden. She'll have it run out of her hands. It's going to be staying up here. Leah Wilkinson will take it out for Millersburg. Over here for Van Olden. Here's Copenhaver into the corner. For three. Just off the mark. Rebound inside here for Copenhaver. Her shot blocked away. No good. Rebound comes down here to the Trojans now as Andis has it. We need a bucket this time. Maybe three. Nope, a little short. Rebounded in there to that Copenhaver of Millersburg. She'll drop it back here for Shumper. Shumper, the Jet, coming up court. Pass it right on here to Van Olden. And Van Olden will spin it away as she lost the handle on it. And spun it over here to our Sammy Straub. And now Andis with it. Here's Andis trying to make something happen. Into the corner goes. Shot from over there. Little bit off the mark. Rebounded in there to Crystal Weaver, or to Carmen Weaver. Her shot no good. And on the rebound, it comes down here, and Shumper up court with it for Millersburg. She'll slow it down, bring it out in front. 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Millersburg by 3, 9-6. Ball stolen away nicely there by Andis. Then Andis will lose the ball as it's tapped out of there by Wilkinson. And UD will retain possession. And up court it comes. Here's that Janelle Andis. Some call her Nelly. Ooh, here's a nice play inside and a good bucket. Janelle will go to the line, shooting one to tie up the ball game. Janelle gets her shot to go down. She will have one shot to get three, and that's what we need to tie it. Foul was on Van Olden, her first. And let's see if Janelle can put this first one in. No, not quite. Ball, let's see, controlled here too. Ooh, Wilkinson fired it back there just about. Hit Trojan with it, but not quite. Here's a drive on the baseline. Oh, wait a second. What happened to that? A shot put up and a foul is going to be called on Carmen Weaver. Will pick up the foul. And that's going to send Huffman to the line, shooting 2. Stroop and Crystal Weaver come back into the ball game. Stroop number 25 for UDA. Second shot's no good. She made 1 out of 2. It makes it a 10-8 ball game. And up court comes Sammy Straub with the ball, dropping it back here for Andis. Andis taking it right inside, pushes it over here for Schultz for 2. Oh, in and out, wouldn't stay down. Rebound comes down over the floor, and it's tied up. Stroop ties up Copenhaver, and with the tie-up, it's going to stay UD ball. So let's see if we can get something off of this tie-up now. Andis will inbound the basketball. Does so right here for a shot. Ooh, off the mark again. Rebound comes down here. Shumper speeding away with it. Heading for 2. It's good. I'll tell you, when that Shumper gal gets it going, she's like a runner in the track team. She can really move with that ball. Whoops, here's Crystal Weaver having a little trouble with it. Dumps it over here for Stroop. Stroop is fouled. And she will go to the line shooting 2. Foul was on 50. That'll be Huffman. And Stroopy at the line to shoot 2. A good one. It's 12-9. Van Olden checks out of the ball game as Ramberger replaces her. Also, Lanker in the lineup for UDA. I'm not sure who she replaced, but Stroop's second shot is a little no good. Rebound into Ramberger, who will drop it back here now. And Shumper will start up floor with it for Millersburg. Bounce it, oh my, threw it away. Stroop with a good steal. Left-handed dribble, fires it across the court for Andis for 2, it's good. Good pass from Stroop to Andis, and Janelle did not miss it. It's 11-12. Trojans trail by 1. Here's Shumper. Shumper trying to work at top of the circle. Looking for something to happen. Calls on a young lady to come outside. Oh, here's a shot put up there by Huffman. No good. Return shot. No good. Return shot put up in there by Ramberger. Wouldn't go, and the Trojans come back with it. Well, it, what, 3 shots that time, I guess, and got nothing to go. So the Trojans have a chance to take a lead. Here's a shot. No good. Rebound underneath here to, well, a bounce pass over here for Lanker. Nice pass there from the Trojans out to Lanker. I think it was Janelle who passed that one over there to Lanker. Here's Weaver having some trouble with it. Back out front it comes. Straub, nice. Oh, hold everything. Ramberger with a big not Ramberger, rather, Ramberger with a big push. Good grief. What did you call that? 35 in there is Imhoff, who I'd mentioned normally started the last couple of ball games we saw for Millersburg, but she's not starting this one. But anyhow, timeout called with 3:01 left here in the first half. It's 12-11 Millersburg by 1. Timeout is over. Millersburg timeout, I believe it was. And here's Antis with it out in front for Weaver. Cross it comes here for Sammy Straub. She was set, and she's got 2. Sammy Straub was set up over there. You could see her just waiting to get that basketball. She had it all zeroed in. Here's Imhoff coming up court. Stolen away nicely by Weaver. Weaver breaking back with Straub. Straub has it tipped out of there by you-know-who. Shumper of Millersburg. Here she comes. Pass over the baseline. She hops inside and hold everything. It's a good basket and a foul called. And that's going to send Wilkinson to the line shooting 2. Shooting 1, rather. The bucket was good. First shot good. So she made all 3. Makes it a 15-13 ball game now as they pull ahead by 2. It was a nice play that time by Wilkinson. And she was hacked by Weaver, her first. Here's Straub into the corner. Now right here for Weaver. Weaver trying to take it up, but right there was Ramberger like a huge tree standing right in front of Crystal Weaver. So back with it comes Imhoff. Imhoff will bounce it. Stolen away nicely by the Trojans. Breaking back 2-on-1. Nelly will go to the line to shoot. It's good. And she will once again go to the line shooting 1 to get 3. And again, Nelly will have a chance to, this time, give the Trojans the lead. It's 15-15 with 2:04 left here in the first half. And Nelly will be shooting 1. Imhoff checks out of the ball game for Millersburg. Van Olden back in there. And Janelle puts her first and only one in. Good. It's 16-15. The Trojans have climbed back on top. Here's Shumper. Shumper with Janelle Antis guarding her. Into the corner it goes. This is Wilkinson pushing it back out in front for Shumper. Shumper walked with it but not called. Back with it comes Sammy Straub. Sammy with Shumper. Look out. There's Shumper right with her to knock it out of there. Shumper plays hard all the time, and you got to watch where she is when anything's happening on the court, because she'll be there. Okay, Schultz for 2. Schultz with a 14-footer off the left baseline, and that always brings a big smile to Christine's face. That's great. Okay, 18-15 UD by 3. Near steal out here off of Shumper. Nice pass inside, knocked away by Schultz. On the ground it goes. Who's got it? They're going to lay it back here. Well, maybe. Let's see. Stroop picks it up for Sammy Straub. Stroop and a Straub. Here's Stroop for 2. She's fouled. Then Stroop will go to the line shooting 2. Emma Stroop at the line to shoot a pair. Here's her first try. It is, whoops, just off the mark. She will shoot 1 more. Ramberger checking back out of the ball game for Millersburg. Back in there to replace her, number 50 Huffman. And let's see if Em can put her second one in here. It is no good. Rebounded in there to Huffman. She's missed them both, but not by much. Here comes that Wilkinson up court. Wilkinson bringing it down for UD. Stolen away by Straub. On the floor it goes. Tied up. Straub and Wilkinson tied it up nicely in here. Way to go, Sammy Straub. A good tie-up. Sam playing a very aggressive ball game here at the moment. That's what we need out of Sammy, and she's doing it. Back comes that Shumper. Nice pass inside, shot put up, no good. Rebound comes down there, strong rebound that time by Stroop. Dropping it back here. Way to go, Em Stroop. Back it comes for Antis. Andis near wing. Lanker wants to take it inside. Has a roll loose all over the place, and on the floor it goes. It's going to be tied up. It'll be Millersburg ball. So that time, we just lost the handle on it, did Lanker. Let's see on the tie-up. Wait, we have a confusion on the possession. It's going to be UD possession. They ruled it wrong. So it's UD in the possession of the basketball. Lanker, inside she goes here for Stroop. Firing it back over there for Andis for two. Good pass from Stroop that time, from M. Stroop to Andis, and Janelle put it home. 2015 UD by 5. Shumper near wing. Shot over here, Wilkinson. No good. Rebound comes down here to Straub. Straub will drop it back here. 10 seconds only remaining here in a half. Here's Andis dropping it over here. They'll push it back outside. Shot from out there for three. Good! Sammy Straub with a big three as the time goes, ending the first half here at UDA. Good bucket by Sammy Straub to end the first half of the ball game, and the Trojans take an 8-point lead into halftime. It's UDA 23 and the visiting Millersburg Indians 15. Be right back with the second quarter in just a moment. No question about it, Crystal Weaver is a hurting pup out here. She's got a bad wheel somehow or another. So anyway, we'll be right back with the second half in just one moment. Well, the teams are back on the floor now, ready to get started here with the second half. The Trojans looking to improve on their 8-point margin here at halftime, and Millersburg trying to see if they can't come back and get right back into this one. Wilkinson will inbound the basketball for Millersburg, who has the advantage of inbounding here. Nearly stolen away, and a foul is going to be called on Andis on the inbound play as she tried to steal the ball away from Shumper. Andis picks up her foul. It'll be her second. And Shumper coming up here with it. Top of the circle, near wing, stolen away nicely in there by Sammy Straub. Then it's going to be stolen back as Shumper blocked that one out of there. Right inside it goes to Shumper for two. It's no good. Rebound tipped out of there. They say it's going to go off the Indians. It'll be UD ball. So the Trojans dodged the bullet there. Sammy making a good steal, then having it stolen right back, and nothing bad happened with it. So back comes Andis. Here's Andis bouncing on the baseline. Stolen away again by, this time, Kuppenhaver, number 23 out there for Millersburg. Got a hand on that one. Andis will inbound it. Does so back here for Schultz. Back here for Andis. Inside nicely. Here's Schultz with it. Bouncing it outside here for Weaver. Weaver on the baseline. Call Sammy Straub for lingering in the line that time. Or in the lane, I mean. So the Trojans turn it over on a 3-second violation. And up comes Shumper with it. Shumper winding it over in the right wing. Picking it up back here for Wilkinson. Lost the handle. Dumps it near side. Kuppenhaver for two. No good. Rebounded in there to Millersburg. Shumper with it. Trojans failed to cover that rebound that time. And this is Shumper having some trouble out here with, how about 5 seconds? Yeah, thank you. Coach Schaffner, he doesn't believe that for a moment. He says she was being attacked, and look at him. He doesn't know what to do. Now he's got to sit out and take a break. Anyway, here's Straub with it. Straub bouncing over there for Andis. Andis comes back this way for Weaver. Here's Schultz back outside for a pass over there, stolen away on the pass by you-know-who. That's right. Shumper back up court with it for Millersburg. Here's a pass inside there for Van Olden. Van Olden goes to the hoop. She's fouled. Foul will be on UDA's number 10. Allison Lanker picks up the foul, and that will send Van Olden to the foul line for Millersburg. She will be shooting 2. Lanker picks up her second personal foul. First shot is good. She will shoot one more. Here's Van Olden's second try. That's short. Rebound comes down here nicely. Picked off there by Straub, who will drop it off over here for Antis. Antis takes it on the baseline. Back outside here. Schultz from outside for two, just off the mark. Rebounded in here. Let's see. They'll drop it back here. Straub had it back here for Antis. Antis out in front. Rolls over here for Straub, near wing. Now inside, they try to go with this tapped out of there. Van Olden got a hand on that one for Millersburg and knocked it out of there. And so it'll be inbounded by UDA. Ooh, inbound pass came off the hands of Langer. She picked it back up, drops it here for, or hands it to, let's say, Andis over the wing. Inside it goes to Schultz. Schultz tries to force a shot up. She's fouled. Foul will go on Huffman. And Schultz will go to the foul line, shooting two. So Christine at the line, shooting two. And we'll see what she can do with these. She's generally a pretty darn good foul shooter. Here's her first try. That was pretty darn good. Yeah. All right. Christine gets her first one to go down nicely. Here's her second try. It is a little bit short. Rebound comes down here to Kuppenhaver of Millersburg. She's double teamed and they have it stolen. Picked up over there nicely by Sammy Straub. And that gives the Trojans a basketball. So Sam with a big defensive play there. Giving her team the ball back. Let's see if we can do something with it. Wow, nearly stolen away. Who's got it? Straub has it into the corner for Antis. Antis dropping it over there for Straub. Straub stopping and popping. Good. All right. So that's the way to take care of the Sammy Straub steal. And then she comes up and gets the ball into the bucket herself. 26-16. It's a 10-point margin. Uh-oh. Now it's an 8-point margin and could be a 7. Let's see. Shumper will go to the line, shooting one to get 3. Good drive that time by Miss Shumper. She'll be shooting 1. Foul was on Janelle Andis, her third. Shumper misses her one and only shot. But the rebound there by Van Olden is stuffed up, and somebody stuffed her. Probably Stroop out there. 25, Stroop, she's back into the ball game. Here's Sam. Sam looking to drop it over there for Stroop. Stroop for 2. Shot a little bit too hard. Rebound comes down there to Van Olden. And they'll drop it back here now to Shumper eventually. Here comes Shumper with it. Shumper top of the circle. Looked like a walk. No call. Van Olden on the baseline. Puts a shot up, but she's has a charge foul called on her. She went into Schultz, and Christine felt that one a little bit. Just trying to kind of limping up court after that one. At any rate, 4:45 left here in the third, and Trojans by 8. Here's Straub with it over in the wing. Shot from over there by Crystal Weaver. Good for 2. Crystal Weaver hangs one up from 18 feet out and gets herself 2. 28-18 UD. Shumper on the wing over there. Ooh, near steal. Ball is tapped away, but picked back up again. Here, Shumper driving it. Whoa, wait a second. That was a run, not a walk. It'll be inbounded here by the Trojans. Bayshore, number 12, comes into the ball game. She's replacing Kuppenhaver for the Millersburg Indians. Andis coming up court. She'll be challenged here by Shumper. And Shumper taps it out of there. Picked up in there by Van Olden. Then she loses the handle. Picked up again by Van Olden. And then a foul will be called this time on Straub, I think. Look like Straub with a hold. Let's see. It is her second. Her first. Check it. Her first. Sammy's first. So back up court comes Millersburg. This is Bayshore with it. Over in the wing she goes. Now inside here, and a foul called. Uh-oh. Sammy Straub just picked up her second personal foul on a push foul that time. And that will be non-shooting. What? It's not shooting. No. Bayshore will inbound the ball for Millersburg. 3:48 left here in the third. Out here for Wilkinson. Back it goes. Shot from the wing over there for three. Wouldn't go. And up court here comes Antis with it for UD. Watch out. Look out. Antis still has it. Pushes it near side here for a shot for two. Good pass from Janelle Antis, who looked up quickly, found Crystal Weaver there waiting, and Crystal popped it off the glass for two. Way to go. 30-18 UDA by a dozen. Inside, shot put up by Wilkinson. No good. Out of bounds it goes. It's going to be off white. It'll be UD ball. Trojans have just played very, very well the last couple of ball games, and tonight's no exception now with a 12-point margin, but that's certainly not safe with the whole period and 3 more minutes to go. So got to keep playing tough all the time out here. Here's Weaver. Dumping it inside here for Schultz, but the ball came loose, picked up in here by Millersburg, and back up court they come. This is Shumper racing up court. She'll slow it down now, if there is such a thing when it comes to her as slowing it down. I guess there is. Bayshore goes inside with it. Shot put up, no good. Rebounded nicely by Schultz that time for UDA. That was Huffman with the shot. Nothing doing. And timeout's going to be called by Coach Shafter of Millersburg. So we have 2 minutes 35 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, and the Trojans lead 30-18. Okay, UDA will inbound the ball following the timeout, and we're ready to go here. Final 2:34 left here in the third. Janelle Antis with it. Shumper guarding her. In here for Schultz. Schultz gives it back to Antis. Back for Weaver. Back to Antis. Tapped out of there by Shumper. Inbounded here by Antis. Antis goes in here for Lankard. Nice drop inside here for Schultz. Schultz, wait a second. What happened? I'm not sure what the call was. Tied up, I guess. At any rate, back up court comes the Bayshore for Millersburg. She picks it up, spins it over here for that Shumper. Shumper weaving it inside off the hands of Sammy Straub. Sammy stopping that pass from being completed over there to Ramberger. And then timeout's going to be called again. This time it is the Millersburg timeout. Could have been UDA last, I'm not sure. 2:02 remaining in the third, and Millersburg will have the ball when we come back. Bayshore getting set to inbound the basketball. Does so to Van Olden for two, no good. Fired it over everything. Return shot put up by Ramberger, no good. And we have a push foul called on Ramberger. Ramberger takes exception to not getting the ball sometimes. Just gives people a shove. And she did it again. Picks up her second. Or I beg your pardon, that one was on Van Olden. I apologize to Miss Ramberger. It was Van Olden that time. Here's Schultz with it. Schultz, don't walk, Schultz. Yeah, you did. Come on, Christine. You'd see her walking before the call. Just sliding that feet around. 1:44 left here in the third. This is Bayshore taking it on the wing, dumping it inside, knocked out of there nicely. Crystal Weaver coming up there to block that pass from completing underneath the bucket. And again, Bayshore will inbound. Does so. They swing it back here to Wilkinson, over to the wing. Back out, Wilkinson takes it inside and has it stolen away by Weaver. But that, well, let's see who does have the ball. It's going to be a shot put up there by Bayshore, no good. Ball turned over about 3 times there in a matter of a second or two. And back with it comes the Trojans. Antis with it. 1:13. Another turnover picked up in here by you-know-who, Shumper. Shot put up, and it's good. Antis will pick up her third. Now, that was kind of a dumb foul for Antis to make if she could have stole the ball or had all ball, but gee. Anyhow, Janelle picks up her third. That's what really makes it seem bad. She'll pick up her third personal here with a full period and 1:09 left in this one. So here's that Schumper gal again. It is no good. 20-30, a 10-point margin now. Across they come here for Antis. That Schumper is just the thorn. She's over there harassing her again. Those two going after each other tonight, though, Antis and Schumper. Really. Schultz again with it. Had it lost away, tied up. And on the tie-up, it'll be Millersburg ball. Carmen Weaver checks into the ball game for UDA. 46 seconds remaining in the third. Bayshore bringing it up court for the Millersburg Indians. Now right inside with a nice play. Shot put up, blocked away. Return put up, no good. Return comes back here. Who's going to get it? It's going to be handed back here to Ramberger and hold everything. Then before the shot, we have a foul called on Crystal Weaver. So that's going to give the a 1-and-1 for, let's see who's shooting. Looks like it's going to be Ramberger shooting for Millersburg. Crystal picked up her second personal foul. Ramberger at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 29 seconds left here in the third. Here's her first shot. It is no good. Rebounded underneath there, Wilkinson. He'll go to the line. Shooting two. So the Trojans are not getting rebounding right at the moment like we ought to, like we would like to, like we need to. And thus, to the line goes Wilkinson. She'll be shooting two. Foul was on number 52, Schultz, her second. Here's Wilkinson's first try. It is in and out, no good. Thank goodness the Indians are missing their foul shots. Rumberger comes, or Kuppenhaver comes back in for Millersburg, and Ligon back in there, or in there now for UDA. She'll replace Schultz. Second try is good. So it's a 30-21 ball game now, as up court with it comes Straub. Straub going all the way, has it blocked out of there by Wilkinson. Back up court they come. Here comes Schumper. Quick pass over there for two. It's good. So the Trojans finding themselves getting a little sloppy here. Well, 7 seconds now. 6. Here's drive here. Let's see. Can the Trojans get a shot off? Ligon wants it. Nope, they did not. Didn't get a shot off. So it's a 7-point ball game going into the final 8 minutes. It's the Trojans 30 and the Millersburg Indians 23, but they're sneaking up on us here. So hang on, everybody. Fourth period underway. The ball's tapped out of there as Kuppenhaver got a hand on it for Millersburg. Fourth quarter. Playing in the fourth quarter, and the Trojans leading by 7. Whoops. Here's Janelle with it. Pushing it here for a bounce pass over for Janelle again. Now over for Straub. Straub lost the handle on it. Picked up back here for Janelle. Janelle takes it inside for two. It is no good. Rebounded inside there to Wilkinson. He'll spin it over there for and hold everything. Now we got a double dribble called as Bayshore kind of lost the handle on it. And she's called for the double dribble. She was dribbling off every part of her body over there until she finally got called with a double dribble. For two, in and out. Scoops no good. Rebound comes down here and Wilkinson has it. And back comes Millersburg. This is Bayshore with it. Bayshore winds it on the wing. Oh, had it nearly stolen away in there. Shot put up. Good. Can you believe it? As Huffman got that one to roll up over the edge. Boy, here's a ball tapped away in there again by this time. They're going to call a walk on Kuppenhaver of Millersburg, but another steal. These Millersburg Indians getting very, very aggressive out here. They'll loop it inside here for Straub. Straub for two. Now, why would that would crawl up over? Huffman with a rebound, throws it out of bounds. It'll stay UD. Oh, they're going to say it's tipped. Oh, they're going to say that was tipped, and timeout's called by Coach Heim. Coach wants to know why that one wasn't tipped. and so does everybody else, but the Stripes knows what he's doing, I guess. 30-25, 5-point ball game, and it's going to be Millersburg ball when we come back. Okay, they're waiting for Millersburg to take the ball in now, finally following the timeout. Shumper will inbound the ball over here for that Bayshore. Bayshore has stirred things up since she's come into the ball game. She didn't even start, just came in here in the fourth period. Here's a shot by Bayshore, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds off Kuppenhaver, or the shot, whichever. And it's going to be inbounded by UDA. Now the Trojans need to get something. That Millersburg man-to-man coming down the court, forcing the issue. Back up court with it comes Andis. Andis near wing over here for Straub, and Straub's going to be called for a walk with it. So that's going to turn it over to Millersburg. As Wilkinson will inbound the ball here for the air ball called now all over Bayshore here for that last shot she had. She'll pick it up, dropping it back here for Shumper. Kids are relentless, are they not? Here they go. Inside it goes here for a shot. Now look at that shot. That wasn't even a shot. And then a foul will be called. The foul will be on Sammy Straub. Another anticipation call on Straub this time. And that's going to send, boy, these two guys are getting worse as the game goes on. Anyway, that'll send Wilkinson to the foul line shooting 2. Here's your first try. It's good. 30-26. The Trojan dozen-point margin down to 4. And Wilkinson can make it 3 if she puts this one in, which she did. 30-27. Here's Andis coming up court with it now. The rest of them kind of drop back a little bit. Andis will take it all the way down on the wing. Shot for 2, short. Rebound comes over this way. Schultz should grab it. She does. She'll grab it, shove it into the corner. Here's a shot from over here by Krista Weaver, too long. And Kuppenhaver with the basketball for Millersburg. Dropping it to Bayshore, who will give it back up here to a speeding Shumper. Shumper stopping and popping. She's going to get a charge. No basket. No basket. Yeah, no basket. And it's going to be, look at Coach After. He is so animated over there on the bench. So anyway, and a foul on the inbounds play. This time the foul is going to be called on Bayshore with a push on the inbounds play. 5:51 left in this ball game, but it's been a hot one. Now, well, all the time, actually. Here comes Andis. Andis coming up court with it. Andis swinging it down here on the right baseline. Dropping it back here for Lenker. Lenker taking it in. Oh, she might have carried that. Bucket good for 2. Now look at him. If you think he was upset before, he's really upset now. Looked like Lenker might have walked or carried that ball to get inside there, but we'll take it. Maybe they're playing makeup now. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's Bayshore. Goes on the baseline. Shot from over there, way off everything. Wilkinson with a rebound. Bucket's good. And a foul called. Wilkinson has about 3 inches on most of the gals out there. Not all of them, but she's a pretty tall girl. And she made the shot. It's 32-29. She can get her Millersburg Indians back to within a bucket in this ball game with 5:20 left, so a lot of time remaining. Here's her one and only shot. It's good. 32-30, UD by 2. Up court comes Andis. Shumper working on her out front here, dropping it here for Weaver, drops it back for Lenker. Back over there it goes to Andis. Andis right inside. Then the ball to Stroop came loose. On the floor it's tied up. It'll be Millersburg ball, and Millersburg coming up court with a chance to tie up this ball game. Crystal Weaver checks out of the ball game. Sam Straub back in there for UDA. Here comes Bayshore. Bayshore taking it over to the right wing. Picks up the dribble. Bounces it inside. Nearly tapped away. Picked up in here by Lanker. Then tapped away again. Lanker still has it. Then a foul is going to be called on Shumper. She got herself out of control that time and picks up the foul. It'll be the team 6. Now UD has 10 personals here in a half. So every time they shoot, they'll be shooting 2. Millersburg, that is, will be shooting 2. Here comes Andis down the court with it for UD. Andis will get it over here for Lanker. Now inside to Schultz. Schultz giving it back on the baseline. Nice play. And shot wouldn't go down. The rebound comes down here to Millersburg. And this is, well, let's see. A dribbling exhibition, and she lost the ball. Then they're going to say she walked with it. Bayshore got herself all tangled up out here, started to hop around with it, and finally did lose the ball. So UD will inbound. 4:22 remaining in the ball game. Here's Schultz dropping it here for Andis. Andis picking it up, working it out in front, looking for something to develop. Near wing over here comes to Straub. Sam taking it on the baseline, and then a charge foul will be called on Sam. Boy, that was a tough call right there. Good grief. Wow. Sammy will come out of the ball game now, but she is mad, and I don't blame her. That was some kind of a terrible call. Coach Heim will talk it over with her, but Sammy picks up her 4th foul there. In the meantime, this is Bayshore with it, dropping it back outside here. Quick push inside here. The shot put up, good. 32-32. The ball game is tied up with 3:50 left here in the game. Here comes Lanker. Lanker dropping a pass over there for Straub. Straub has it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds by either Kuppenhaver or Huffman. I'm not sure whom. Ligon will replace Stroop in there for UDA. Stroop it was, not Straub. A Straub and a Stroop. That was Stroop. Shot from outside, no good. Rebound comes down there to Huffman. Back up court with it comes Shumper. Shumper for 2, no good. Rebounded in there strongly by Schultz. Here's Andis coming up court with it, with Shumper on her. Andis picking it up, over the wing it goes. Shot from over there for 2, no good. Rebound right in here to Ligon. Ligon back here for Lanker, and Lanker is going to be fouled. The foul will be called on number 23, Kuppenhaver. And to the foul line goes Allison Lanker. And boy, I'll tell you what, do we ever need the free throws here at this point in this ball game. 3:19 remaining in the ball game, tied at 32. Van Olden will come in to replace Shumper for Millersburg right at the moment. So that'll be a blessing for UD. Anyway, here's Lanker at the line shooting. First shot, good. Way to go, Allison. Allison's a senior on the ball club, and she wants to play her darn best here. Be playing her final year for UDA, and see if she can put her second one in. Why, sure. Way to go, Allison Lanker. Good job. There she is. 34-32. UD by 2. Bayshore dropping it inside. Turnaround shot. No good, but a foul called. Foul will be on Weaver, and that will send Wilkinson to the foul line, shooting 2 every time. Foul on Weaver was her 3rd. It's Wilkinson's first try, no good. So she'll get a chance to get the Indians within 1. She won't get a chance to tie them. Sammy Straub reports back into the ball game to take the place of Crystal Weaver, who is hurting. Shin splint or maybe some kind of a fracture for they're not really sure yet for Crystal Weaver. So Wilkinson makes her second one, which is giving the Indians their 33rd point. It's 34-33. Bounce pass inside, dropping it back over here for a walk called on Straub. So Trojans turn it over and give Millersburg a chance to regain lead. 3 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now under 3 minutes. Bayshore with it. Goes inside with it. Tipped away nicely. Straub coming back with Bayshore on her. Bayshore steals it away. Coming back is Bayshore. Stopping. Looking for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound comes back here, though. A shot for 2. No good. Rebound still tapped around in there. Let's see. One of us got to control it. It's going to be on the floor. Well, let's see. Now it's coming back here, and a reach-in foul will be called on Bayshore. And that will send Sammy Straub to the foul line for UDA. She'll be shooting a 1-and-1. With just 2:34 remaining in this one-point ball game. But Sammy's going to do something about that right here and right now. And let's see what she does. She'll be shooting a 1-and-1. Sammy's got to make the first one, then shoot the bonus. Here's her first try. It is good. Way to go, Sammy Straub. 35-33. This would be a big one right here, Sam. So nobody knows it better than her. Here's her second try. It is good. So Sam makes 2 for 2. 36-33, UD by 3. 2.5 minutes remaining in this ball game. If you thought it was cold outside and warm in here, it's even warmer now. That's a walk called on Huffman. It is hot in here, and the coach of Millersburg will take a timeout. 2:25 remaining in the ball game, and when we come back, UDA will have the ball. Timeout is over. The Trojans will inbound the basketball here for Straub. Back for Andis. Andis working it up court. Shumper on her, as she has been all night long. Straub, Andis. See what's happening inside. Oh my, we're going to have a 3-second call in here. We do have a 3-second call, yeah. Ligon just lingering around in the lane, and you could see that one coming 2 seconds before he called it. So the young freshman gal's got to move out of that lane every now and then, and she didn't that time, and that was a good call. Nobody argued the call. Anyway, back with it comes Shumper now for UD. Ooh, had it stolen away nicely by Andis. Andis coming down the court. Van Olden after her, and Van Olden will pick up the foul, and to the foul line will go Janelle Andis, and she'll be shooting a big 1-and-1, I believe. Or is she shooting? No, she's shooting 2. The 10th foul. The scoreboard with the team fouls is behind me now, the way I'm looking here. So it was their 10th foul. So Janelle will be shooting 2. And boy, oh boy, let's see if she can make a couple of these. First try. No good. So we still have a 3-point ball game. Let's see if Janelle can make it a 4-pointer. Second try. Good. So she made 1 out of 2. 37-33 the score. 1:50 left in this game. Here comes that Shumper gal up court. Ooh, another reach in near steal that time by Andis. Oh, tipped away, picked up in here. Oh, that looked like a walk, but back with it comes Sammy Straub. Sammy stopping, popping, good for 2. Way to go, Sammy Straub, and timeout called by somebody. I'm not sure who. No, wait. No, I don't know. It doesn't look like there was timeout. It was an official's problem that time. He didn't call timeout, says Schaffner. So anyway, we'll continue play. 1.5 left. Trojans by 6. Big bucket there by Sammy Straub. Less than 1.5 to play. Shumper coming up court with it for Millersburg. Fires into the corner. Shot from over there for 3. That's short. Rebound comes down. Let's see. Controlled here. Uh-oh. Right back inside. And a foul's called. And Shumper will go to the foul line. Janelle, Nelly doing all she can out there to stop Shumper from scoring any way she can. Look at Janelle. Janelle says, what the heck can I do? Anyway, it's going to be Shumper at the line shooting 2. Here's her first shot. It's no good. She will shoot 1 more. Into the lineup comes Bayshore, returns to the lineup for Millersburg. And hold everything. We've got timeout called by the Trojans. Timeout call. 1:18 remaining here. And we'll be right back with the final 1:18 in this ball game. Trojans by 6 right now. Okay, the timeout is over, and to the line goes Shumper, shooting her second one. Here it is. It is no good either. Bounced it off the front. Return put up. Blocked away nicely. Second try. Good. So the first one was blocked, but the second try by Huffman was good. The margin down to 4. Here comes Annis with it. Annis, look out. Look out. A blocking foul going to be called. All right. What you had to watch out for there was not only Janelle getting hurt running into the much taller Huffman, but also that Janelle didn't pick up a charge, and they didn't. Huffman was moving with her and moved right inside of her. So it'll be Janelle Andis at the line shooting 2. And boy, I'll tell you what, I can't hardly think of somebody else. Whoops. Can hardly think of anyone else on the team that I'd rather see shooting these 2. Here's their first one. It's no good. Well, maybe there is somebody. No, just kidding, Janelle, just kidding. Anyway, let's see if she can make the second one. That would be big. Second one. Nope, both of them rolled off the right side here. Here's Huffman with it. Back up court comes Shumper with a flash. Shumper heading inside, puts the shot up and in. Good. Shumper for 2. Quick pass ahead here. Now the Trojans should get 2 back. It's good. Good lead pass from Andis to Sammy Straub, and Sammy put her home. Big bucket. Here's a ball and a push foul called. Push foul be called on Ligon, I think. Yeah, it is. Ligon will pick up the foul, and that will send Wilkinson to the foul line with 39 seconds remaining. The Trojans leading by just 4. And here is Wilkinson's first shot. It is good. 41-38. Wilkinson will shoot one more. The game is far from over. 39 seconds left. Here's the second shot. It is good. We're down to a 2-point ball game. Quick pass ahead here. Now here comes Lanker for 2. It's good. Allison Lanker with a big bucket high off the glass that time for 2. It's a 4-point margin. Cross it comes here. Here's Kuppenhaver from outside. No good. Rebound inside. Foul called. Foul will be on. Who is it? Foul's going to be on Wilkinson. And that's going to send, who is it? Kristen Ligon to the foul line, shooting 2. Everybody shoots 2. She'll be shooting 2, so let's see if Kristen can put this one in. 22.7 seconds left. Here's Kristen's first try. It's good. Kristen hammered that one home. Not much arch on that shot, but she put it in. 44-39. Kristen gets to try one more. Here's her second try. It is no good. Rebound comes down this way. Whoa. Now we're going to have a foul called on Schultz. Schultz picks up the foul, pushing off on the rebound. And that's going to send Wilkinson back to the foul line for Millersburg. And again, she'll be shooting 2. So here's her first shot. It is no good. She'll shoot one more. Trojans with a 5-point advantage. 22.4 seconds remaining. Here's Wilkinson's second shot. It is good. 44-40. Oops, foul called. Foul be on Shumper. And that will send Janelle Andis back to the foul line, shooting 2. So let's see if Janelle can put a couple of these in here just to sew things up for us. We lead by 4, which is certainly not a safe margin, so we could use a couple. 21 seconds left in the game. Here's her first shot. Oh boy, it's good. 45 point ball game. Here's her second try. It is good also. 2 good foul shots by Janelle Andis. Leave them alone, kids. Leave them alone. Here's Shumper. Across the court it comes. Shot from over here by Bayshore. No good. Return shot put up in there. No good. That was by Huffman. Back with it come the Trojans. 5 seconds remaining. Here's Andis. Andis fires it down here, and a foul on Huffman will send Schultz to the line, shooting 2. With just 1.6 seconds, so the Trojans have this one in the bag. 46 seconds remaining, but it would be nice to see Christine put a couple of these in here, so let's see what she can do with it. Here's our first try. It's way short. Come on, Christine, you can do better than that. She'll try one more. And that one's good. All right, 47-40. Will do it for this ball game as the time comes to an end, and that's going to do it. Final score is UDA 47, picking up their second win in the last 2 ball games, and the visiting Millersburg Indians 40. So we congratulate Coach Heim and all these young ladies out here tonight who did another good job, played another darn good ball game. This one at home. Now we go on the road again for the next several. So we got to pick it up on the road. They won a road game just last time out against Midwest. Now they win a home game tonight against these Millersburg Indians. They go 2-1 in the second half. And I'm not sure what Millersburg's second half record is, but I do know this. The Trojans played one heck of a good ball game and come up with a big win here tonight against these Millersburg Indians. So we will catch you later at the next UDA ball game. Final score again. Trojans 47 and the Millersburg Indians 40. Good night from Foster Gymnasium here at UDA. Good evening, everybody, from Line Mountain. Eagles here, getting the opening tip-off as we get the ball game started now. They'll swing it over here for Hoover. Hoover tries to go inside there for a turnaround shot. No good. That was Weary. No good. Picks it up back here and drops it back there for a new set out here. 22 is Whitmer. Then they throw the ball away. Picked up in there by the Trojans. Trojans coming off a 2-game win skiing here. They look to try to do a little damage tonight to these Eagles. Here's a shot put up and a blocking foul will be called on Dunkelberger. It'll be her first foul of the ball game. And to the foul line goes Christine Schultz. She'll be shooting 2. Christine in the line to shoot 2, missed her first one. Christine, a pretty good foul shooter. And she'll try to see if she can't put her second one in here and give the Trojans an early lead, which, nope, she didn't that time. Ball comes down there. Weaver with a nice rebound, however. Bounces it over in the wing. Charging into the hoop for 2 is Straub, rather. But Sammy has that ball blocked out of there. It'll be UDA ball, as it'll be inbounded now by Antis, who is in the ball game. Drops it back here, and they'll wind it on the wing for Antis, so she'll bring it out front, try to set something up here for UDA. Trojans would not like nothing better than to be able to nip these Eagles, who are flying high here. Shot from the wing, good for 2. Sammy Straub gets the first 2 points of the ball game. It's 2-0 UDA. Near wing over here for Hoover. Into the corner it goes. This is Marquette trying to pop it inside. Ball tipped away. Quick outlet pass here intended for Straub, but it's going to go way out of bounds. Broke it up court, but a little bit too fast on the pass, and probably couldn't catch up to that one for sure. So up court with it comes Whitmer. Oh, near steal again. Good steal that time by Straub. Sammy, bounce pass over there. Janelle Andis for 2. It is no good. Rebound comes down inside there to Hoover. She'll bush it up court quickly. Goes down here to Whitmer. Whitmer stopping, looking for 2 off the glass. No good. Return shot put up by Dunkelberger is no good, but she'll go to the line shooting 2. Foul was on Schultz here first, and Dunkelberger will go to the line, popping her first one up and in good. Makes it a 2-1 ball game. UD by 1, and Dunkelberger can tie it up if she puts this one in, which she did not. Ball comes over this way, controlled here to Weaver. We'll drop it back for Andis, and up court come the Trojans with a 1-point lead, 2-1. On the wing it it goes there for Weaver. Inside here for Schultz, dropping it back over there. Now back to Schultz. Schultz from outside. It is in and out, wouldn't stay down. Dunkelberger with a rebound, then it's going to go out of bounds off the Trojans, but some good hustle underneath there by Weaver for the UDA, mixing it up in there with the taller Dunkelberger gal. And up court they come. Whitmer dropping it over there for Wary, and now they'll push it over there. Schultz knocks this one loose for the Trojans. So the Trojans having the better of the play here in the early going. If we could get a bucket or two to drop here now, we'd be doing all right. Here's Weaver. Back outside here for Straub. Straub lost the handles, picked up in here. Weaver's got it. Back over here for Antis. We'll watch the play developing underneath. Antis has it outside, pushes it inside for Lanker. Woo, and then onto the floor it goes. Here's Schultz blocked out of there again. This time I think Dunkelberger got a hand on it once again for Coach Reed's Eagles. And so Janelle Antis will inbound the ball. Back out right here. Whoops. Off the hands of an Eagle. They'll guard on the inbounds play. They do. Right here it comes to Lanker. Lanker stopping and popping just off the mark. No good. Rebounding in here to that Marquette. Ann had it. Now she's got it back again. Jumps for two. No good. On the rebound underneath there. A shot put up by Hoover wouldn't go. And the Trojans come away with it. Here's a quick pass down the court, but that's going to be stolen away. Now picked up by Straub for two. No good. And Whitmer brings it up court for the Eagles. Whitmer dribbling it out here. Calls out play number 3. That'll give it here to Marquette eventually. Dropping it back here for that Wary. Wary for two, no good. Rebound right inside there to Dunkelberger, good for two. So Dunk, as they have her on the scoreboard, just stood there and popped that one home. Here's Straub with it. Straub pushing it over in the wing over there looking for Schultz, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be staying down here for UDA. 4:32 remaining in the first quarter. It's 3-2. The Eagles by 1. So a bucket here gives the Trojans a lead back. Oh, right there's Lanker for two. Dunkelberger again puts that big paw up there and just knocked that one down. It's going to be tied up and remain UDA ball. But can you believe Dunkelberger just standing in there and didn't even have to get off her feet that time. Just put her arm up and boom. There's Weaver. Inside he goes for Schultz. Schultz off the glass, no good. Return shot put up by Weaver, no good. Return shot to put Lanker, blocked by Dunk again, and picking it up here is Ann Marquette. So the Trojans just having an awful time with that big Dunkelberger young lady in there. Here's a ball came loose, picked up over there by Lagerman, who is in the ball game now for the Eagles. Probably started in there. I didn't see her before. Ooh, there's a ball off the top of the basket. I thought that was out of bounds. Well, maybe not. Gets tied up, and on a tie up this time, it's going to stay down here. And it will be Whitmer inbounding for Dunkelberger. Lagerman goes inside with it. Turnaround shot by Marquette is good. Well, and Marquette, she gets hot. We're in trouble. Down the court it comes. Near wing over here for Schultz. Bouncing it over here for outside. Swinging around the perimeter. Here is Weaver with it. Weaver roll it back over here now for Schultz. Schultz for two. Just a little bit short. Rebound to Dunkelberger. He'll pass it back up the court here for Whitmer. Whitmer looking for something underneath. That's Lagerman back over there for Whitmer. Whitmer taking it back here for Lagerman. Had it stolen away from her as Straub picks it off. All the way to the hoop for two, and a foul called. Lagerman will pick up the foul, and Straub will go to the line for UDA. She will be shooting two. First foul of the ball game for Lagerman, and first chance at the line for Straub tonight. So let's see if Sammy's got the eye from 15 feet out. Here's her first try. It is good. Perfect. Nothing but net for the Samster, and it's now a 5-3 ball game. Sammy can bring them back to within 1. Her second try is just off the mark a little bit. Rebounded here to Lagerman. Lagerman coming down with a head of steam. Had that tapped out of her hand. Then a trip down here, but no call and out of bounds. It's going to go. It should be black ball, I think. It'll be inbounded here by Janelle Antis. Pushes it up there for that Crystal Weaver. Ahead it comes here for Straub inside to Schultz. Schultz pushing it back outside for Antis. Not much heavy inside shooting going to be done tonight. There they passed that one back out too. It looked as though maybe Lanker might have tried to force one up there and maybe get a foul call on Dunkelberger, but that didn't happen. So Antis will inbound the ball. Here's Straub. Straub trying to take it inside. Picks up the loose ball. Puts a shot up. Wouldn't go. Dunkelberger with the rebound. Quickly ahead here for Whitmer. Whitmer for 2. Whitmer might have got a charge out of that. No, she's going to get a blocking foul called on Antis instead. And Whitmer will go to the line shooting 2. Whitmer at the line to shoot a pair. Her first one. Good. 6-3. She has doubled up the Trojans here momentarily. Antis picked up her first personal. Second shot by Whitmer is good. 7-3. Trojans need to come up and get a bucket now. Can't drop back more than that for these guys. Quick pass up here. Got to be tapped away as Dunkelberger might have made a tap on it. Reaches over there and fires it away over the head of Whitmer. And out of bounds it goes. It'll be UDA inbounding. 2:24 left here in the first quarter. Antis up the court, blocked away that time by Marquette. Marquette for 2. It's good. And Marquette for 2. Back come the Trojans. Here's Schultz. Schultz stopping and popping. Off the mark. Schultz gets the rebound. Pushes it back outside for Antis. Outside here for Lanker. Lanker push it inside. Ball tapped away again inside there. And on the floor it goes as a tie-up. Lagerman will get it tied up there with Whitmer. Or with Weaver, rather. And Antis will inbound for UDA. Right there for Schultz. Schultz had it nearly stolen out of her hands by Lagerman. Then they throw it back court, it might be. Yeah, it will be. Well, the Trojans having a lot of difficulty with the Eagles, who are all over them on the inside of the play down there. Just not letting anything develop inside. Here's Dunkelberger stepping up, putting a shot up, no good. She'll try another time. Good. Well, I don't know how much taller she is than Schultz, but Christine didn't make a large effort that time to go out and try to get that one. Neither she nor Dunkelberger seemed to want to get off their feet that time. So the Dunk probably has an inch or so on Schultz and just made it count. Near wing here, Lagerman into the wing here for Marquette. There's Lagerman with it. She's harassed by Straub and harassed a little too hard. And Sammy will pick up the foul. Lagerman will inbound the ball. Does so here for Marquette. Lagerman has it back for Marquette. And Marquette looking for something, developing inside with Dunk. And out of bounds, it wasn't tipped out of bounds. It was just tipped by Weaver. Nicely in there that time, denying Dunkelberger the ball. There's a loop inside here for Schultz, back outside for Weaver. Weaver's tripped, picks it up, goes back out here for Antis. Now Weaver's got it again. Inside for Schultz, Schultz for 2, it's good. Well, Schultz had the move that time and did very well with it. Way to go, Christine. This is Lagerman out in front here for, this is Lagerman, I beg your pardon, in there for Dunkelberger for 2. Well, the Eagles surely know where Dunkelberger is going to be because he just fired that one over that way, and there was Dunk. Here's a pass on the baseline. Shot for 2 by Straub. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down here to the Eagles. Tipping it over there to Whitmer they go. Whitmer, bounce pass underneath. Trying to hit Wary with it, but couldn't do it. It's a kick ball. 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's 13-5 Eagles. Bounce it there for Dunkelberger. Inside it goes for Marquette. Marquette's tied up. Dunk for 2, no good. Rebound comes down here. Marquette's got it, or rather Wary rather, has it. Directs him over here for Lagerman. Into the corner here for Marquette. 3 seconds from the wing for a couple. No good. Rebound on the far side is in no one's hands. And so at the end of one period here, it is the Eagles 13 and the visiting Trojans 5. Second period underway. Ligon into the lineup for UDA. She will replace Weaver for the coach Heim. There's a pass that's tipped away and picked up in here by UDA. Down the court they come with it. Antis with it. Antis stopping, pushing it over there for Lanker. Inside it went, intended for Schultz, but tapped around in there. And on the floor it goes. Dunkelberger will throw it out of bounds, but it's saved back in. And now Whitmer comes up with it. Can you believe that? Ball tipped all over the place, and Eagles still come back up with the basketball. Here's a shot from the wing over here by Hoover. No good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a push foul called this time, I believe, on Dunkelberger. Yeah, it is. Dunk will pick up the personal foul. It would be her first. No, her second, rather. That was the thing, I think, down at Upper Dauphin. It seemed to me like eventually Dunkelberger did get into some kind of foul trouble and didn't play part of the ball game, I believe, if I recall right. There's a pass way out of the court, intended there for Straub, I guess. She was the only one near it, but way out of there, up into the bleachers where this young kid with the yellow and blue of Lion Mountain recovered the ball. He thought for a moment he was in the game. He was ready to shoot. He was going to shoot a three, he said, but he didn't do it. Anyway, over the wing it goes. This is Hoover. Pushes it inside, tipped by Schultz, but picked up by Hoover. Right inside it goes again. This time Shingara, 34 in there. She's a senior, I think, or junior. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's Whitmer. Whitmer taking her on the wing. Picked off in there by the Trojans. Sammy Straub probably stole that one. Looked like Sam. And back comes Addis. 6:40 left here and a half. Trojans need a couple to get back in here. Here's Ligon. She has it blocked away that time by Shingara. If the Eagles have nothing, they have height, for sure. Hoover making a maneuver. The Hoover maneuver could be good for two. No. Off the mark it goes. Picked up in here by Antis. Here's Antis up court with it for the UD. Now see, the Eagles are waiting for us here. If we could get down here and get a bucket somehow or another. Here's Ligon again, making a fake, puts a shot up, blocked away by Marquette. Out of bounds it goes. Let's see, it's going to be recovered here by the Eagles. The ball never seems to go out of bounds off an Eagle. Did you ever notice that? Here's another nice steal in here, this time by Lanker. And Lanker dropping it over here, trying to go to Schultz. She can't grab the ball, and it's picked up eventually here for a shot by Straub for two. It's good. Well, by gosh, Sammy finally got something to go down there for UDA. And it's 13-7, 6-point differential. Hoover goes into the corner here for Marquette. Back to Hoover. Marquette circles underneath, but Hoover remains with the basketball. Over there for Whitmer. Play number 3 coming up here. Whitmer dropping it over the wing. Shot from over there for three, no good. That was by Whitmer, or no, by gosh, foul called on number 31 of the Eagles. Picks up a foul. Schultz will check out of the ball game for UDA, and there to replace her is M. Stroop. UD inbounding. Stroop with it, bouncing it back here. There, ball loose. Chasing for it over there is Antis and Whitmer. And this time, by gosh, they said it went out off an Eagle. So that certainly changes my mind about things. They can go off an Eagle out of bounds. They'll loop this one in here now for Lanker, and then back for Antis. The corner here for Stroop. Stroop comes across right there for Ligon for two. Missed the shot. Rebounded in there to Shingara. We'll drop it back here for that Whitmer. Whitmer taking it down, and a double dribble called on Whitmer. And a timeout called by Coach Reed. He said, the heck with this. We'll call timeout and slow things down here a little bit. And he did. with 4:41 left here in a half. 13-7 Eagles. Okay, the timeout is over, and back with it comes UD. Tipped away inside here by Hoover. Hoover to the hoop for two. It's good. Hoover on the steal, the tap, and the bucket. Straub bouncing it over there for Ligon. Ligon stops and pops, good for two. Well, the young gal popped in that one nicely from about 6 feet out. 15-9. 4:15 left here in a half. Weaver winds it over in a wing over there for that Hoover gal. Hoover from outside for three. It is good for three. 18-9. They've doubled up our Trojans. Ball comes down here for Straub. Straub stopping and popping. Nope. Off the heel of the bucket. No good. Marquette with the rebound ahead here now for Wary. Wary for two. No good. Hoover puts a shot up. She's fouled. And Hoover will go to the line shooting two. Hoover at the line shooting a pair. First shot. Good. 19-9. Schultz checks back into the ball game for UDA. She will replace Lanker for UD. Allison has a seat. Schultz back in there. Second try by Hoover is good. Nope, no good. Rolled off. Rebounded in there to Ligon. It's good to see Ligon getting a chance to play. Trojans have a young ball team here and bodes well for the future. Here's Sammy. She's only a junior. Here's a sophomore inside for Ligon. Ligon for two. Oh, wouldn't go. Marquette with a rebound. Yeah. Anyway. Back comes that Wary girl. You must be wary of her. Here's Hoover for Lagerman. Here for Marquette. Marquette for two. It is no good, but a foul called. And Marquette will go to the line shooting two. Foul was on Schultz. She picks up her second. Marquette at the line for the first time tonight, I believe. She'll be shooting two. First try. Oop, off the mark. No good. She will get one more. And here comes that second one. And it is good. 20-9. That's not the time of day. That's the score. And back comes Antis with it. Tried to loop it ahead, but Marquette picks it off. Bounce pass over Weary. Back to Marquette for two. It's good. So they had split the defense as Antis was the only defender back there. And Marquette split that defense and went in to get two. It's 22-9 with 3:01 left here in the first half of play. Timeout is over, and up court come the Trojans. Bouncing it here for Straub. Sammy had it tapped loose. Back court it comes, still loose, and then out of bounds it's going to go. Whitmer stirring things up that time for the Eagles. And I think, let's see, Lanker and Weaver check into the ball game. Ligon and Straub, or Ligon and Stroop rather, check out. Here's Hoover. Hoover taking it inside, trying to dump it on the baseline. Did so. Rolled off the edge by Marquette, or by Shingara rather, and then Marquette putting it up. Roll right over the top of the basket to Marquette, and she put it home. Here's a steal out here this time. This is going to be Lagerman trying to go in for two, but she's fouled, and she will go to the foul line shooting or losing the ball. No, she wasn't fouled. She lost the ball. Check it. I thought one of the Trojans might have hacked her, but they didn't. Ball comes back here to Hoover. Hoover goes over in a wing. Shoot. Nope. Ball loose, picked up in here by Antis. Antis picking that pass off intended for Hoover. Nice pass on the baseline for Weaver for two. It's good. Well, Weaver got a darn good pass that time, but did not miss the shot. 24-11. Whitmer for Lion Mountain up court. She has Lagerman on the right side over there. Lagerman's got it now. Lagerman wants to take it in, bounces it over there for Shingara. Shingara slams one up, no good. Rebound comes back to Shingara here for Lagerman. Lagerman for two. It's no good. Return shot put up by Marquette. Good. So how many shots do they get, gals? 2, 3, 4 tries at it. Finally, they get it to go in. Underneath it comes off the hands, picked up in here by Hoover. And Whitmer slowly but surely gets it over here for Hoover. Hoover dumping it near wing over here for Marquette. Marquette off the glass. That one good for 2. Marquette goes to the deck pretty hard there, but she's okay. Another nice move by M. Marquette. Here's Straub for 2, no good. Back with it comes Hoover. Hoover with a rush. 2 Trojans back. Shot put up, no good. Rebound comes back over here, and it's going to be out of bounds. Ooh, now. And a technical foul will be called on Hoover for reacting. I think you saw it. Firing a ball away. Coach Reed, all that stuff that goes on here, you're going to call that, says Coach Reed. Coach has a point here, I think. But anyway, Hoover reacting to the miss down here, and then there she is. But she's going to pick up a tee. She says she don't understand it, but someone will explain it to her, I'm sure. Anyway, to the line goes Straub. Sammy will be shooting the tee for UD. Oh, we'll see if she can make a couple of these. Only 1:07 left in a fast-moving first half here. First shot's good. Sammy puts that one in nicely. 28-12, and here's our second try. It is off the mark. She will now get the ball to inbound, or the Trojans will anyway. Over on the far side of the court. 44, Weaver. Carmen Weaver into the ball game for the first time. She replaces Antis for UDA. Here's Straub. Straub over the timeline. Straub playing out in front now. Over here for Schultz for 2, no good. Rebound, let's see. Controlled in here to Marquette. Then she lost the handle but picks it back up again. Marquette will work it down the right wing side over there. Bringing it to the near side. Dropping it over here for Hoover. Whitmer out in front. Here's Hoover. Hoover pushing it inside. Ball tapped around in there. Lagerman's got it. Puts a shot up, blocked away. Return shot put up good by Shingara, I guess it was. I'm not sure. Here's that Carmen Weaver. Back over here for Sammy Straub. Sammy drops it over there for Weaver. This is the other Weaver. That was Crystal Weaver. Shot no good. And the rebound comes back up here for the Eagles. Here's Hoover. Hoover takes a dribble inside, puts a shot up, no good. Return shot by Lagerman is no good. Or by, I beg your pardon, by Marquette is no good. But she will go to the line shooting 2. Foul was on Carmen Weaver, and Marquette's first shot's no good. So Ann not having one of her spectacular first halves here tonight for sure. As Antis returns to the lineup to replace Crystal Weaver for Coach Heim. And here's Marquette's second try. It is good. Well, she made 1 out of 2. And it makes it a 31-12 ball game. Straub. Oh, this is good if it goes. Nope, didn't go. All right. So at the end of one half of the ball game, it is the Eagles 31 and the UDA Trojans 12 in the first half. Not good scoring at all, but we'll be back and see if we can improve on that in the second half in just a moment. Teams are back and ready to go here for the second half now. UDA with the advantage of inbounding. Trojans need a bunch to catch up here now, so let's see what we can do about that. Here's a shot from outside. It is no good. It went up and hit the top of the board, and that's out of bounds, I guess. So Marquette will inbound here for Whitmer. Whitmer up court. Spinning it around the right side. Here goes into the corner there for Hoover. Hoover loops it inside. Marquette with her turnaround shot a little bit short. Rebounded in there nicely to Schultz that time. And back come the Trojans. If the Trojans could just come down here and nip at it a little bit at a time, you know, play some good D, We're not going to get a whole bunch all at once, but there's a nice shot put up and in good by Sammy Straub. Sammy over there on the baseline, you could hardly see her. In fact, I don't even think you could see her on the TV here. But Sammy put it home. She's in there among the big trees. Here's a shot by Dunkelberger, no good. Rebound comes down into Marquette, dropping it right inside there with a nice pass, but a shot missed. Return shot put up by Hoover, missed. And on the floor it goes. A couple of Trojans struggling for it and coming away with it. Again, nothing for the Eagles down court that time, so the Trojans need this. Oh, there's a walk going to be called on Crystal Weaver. She knew it. Yep. And it's going to go to the Eagles as Marquette will inbound it here. Trojans just suffering from the height advantage that the Eagles have. And into the corner it goes, tapped out of there by Sammy Straub. Carmen Weaver will replace Crystal Weaver for UDA. Here's Whitmer. She has Hoover over the left wing. That's Hoover with it. She'll bring it out in front, takes it right down the hoop, puts an 8-foot shot up, no good. Rebound over there for Straub, but out of bounds. It goes off Sammy. So it'll be inbounded here by Hoover. That's not Hoover. Who was that? That was Whitmer inbounding it, rather. Whitmer guarded by Antis. Wary goes inside with the Dunkelberger. Dunkelberger, no good with a shot. 3 times down, nothing for the Eagles. 3 times up court, nothing for UD. So we'll never catch them that way. There's Antis. Antis goes across the court. Shot from over there, just off the mark. Rebounded inside here. Good steal on the rebound there by Carmen Weaver. The shot put up no good. Return shot put up by Schultz is no good, but she'll go to the line shooting 2. Foul was on Dunkelberger. She'll pick up her 3rd with 5:50 remaining here in the 3rd. And Schultz at the line shooting 2. We only have 14. And we still only have 14. Come on, Chris. Dunkelberger will check out of the ball game now as Shingara in there for the Eagles. Shingara, last of the family of Shingaras. The second try, good. And up court come the Eagles. Now it's 15-31. 31-15 Eagles. Here's Wary. Wary over there for Whitmer. Whitmer starts it inside, pushing it back here for Wary. Wary from outside for 3. It's good. Yeah. Wary gets 3. 34-15. Trojans can do that too. Here's Andis. She's one of those that can do it. Straub can do it. Here's a bounce pass. Nice bounce pass over there for Lanker for 2. It's good. Good bounce pass here from Carmen Weaver to Allison Lanker, and Lanker put it home. 17-34 now. They've doubled us up. Marquette moving it inside. Shot good for 2. And Marquette just can lean in on you like that and knows where the hoop is, generally speaking. Here's Antis with it. Guarded out there by Hoover. Dropping it over here for Carmen Weaver. Now Lanker. Across the court it goes. Way across the court it goes and out of bounds. Well, they turn it over, and the Eagles will put it in play on the far side of the court. Here's Whitmer for Marquette. Loops it inside for Shingara, but it was tipped away by the Trojans, and back they come. 4:35 left here in the 3rd. Pass down here for Schultz for 2 off the glass, but maybe partially blocked. I'm not sure. Shingara with the rebound. Back here for Whitmer. Whitmer goes over there to Hoover. Hoover on the run for 2, no good. Rebound here near wing, picked up over here by Whitmer, and then on the floor it goes, and we've got a scramble for it. And a foul called. The foul will be on Carmen Weaver. And none shooting. So Whitmer will inbound the ball for the Eagles. Pounds it over here for Wary. Wary from outside, too long. Rebounded there to Straub, and Sammy pushing it back over here for Antis. Antis goes underneath with it, and out of bounds it goes. Up court comes Hoover for the Eagles. Near side here for Wary. In there for Hoover, back out for Wary. Swinging it over there for Whitmer. Now inside it goes to Marquette. Marquette turns around to the right side that time and fires one good for two. This is Antis bouncing it over there. Now inside it comes to Schultz. Schultz will put it up. It's blocked, and a foul will be called on Shingara. And that will send Schultz to the line, shooting two. Her first shot is no good. She'll be shooting one more here in just a second. Lagerman back into the ball game for the Eagles. And Stroop. M. Stroop in there for UDA. Second try by Schultz. No good. Rebound comes down. Let's see who's going to control it here on the floor. Picked up here to Whitmer. Whitmer bounce pass over there for that Hoover. Hoover fires a shot up. No good. Rebounded here to Stroop. And up with it comes Antis for UDA. There's a shot from the wing over there, no good, and Marquette comes down with the other shot that I gave credit to Hoover for. Should have been Lagerman. Hoover's not even in the ball game at the moment. Bounces it over into the corner here. This is Lagerman with it. Lagerman steps back, says I can shoot a three from there, but couldn't do it that time. Gets the rebound. Nope. Stolen away or tipped away. Back with it comes Weaver for Antis. Here's Straub bouncing it over here for Carmen Weaver for two. No good. Rebound comes down inside. Let's see. It's going to be Schultz with it for UDA. Schultz will drop it back. 2:33 remaining here in the third. Carmen Weaver for Schultz. Schultz 15-foot try. No good. Rebound in there to Shingara. Full roll through that one away back here for Antis. And now Stroop has it. M pushes it back. Antis for three. It's good. Janelle Antis finally taking a shot from outside and slipping right through there. Nice shot by that Janelle Antis. Here's Whitmer. Bounce pass on the baseline for two from Shingara. Good bounce pass from Whitmer to Shingara, and Shingara gets a pair. Ooh, here's a bump out there by Whitmer, and she'll pick up a foul. And team's fourth, I think it would be. It's going to be Whitmer checking out of the ball game now as number 20. Wren in there for Coach Reed of the Eagles. Lanker returning to the lineup for UDA. Schultz checks out. Carmen Weaver checks out. Her twin comes in there. No, that's not her twin. That's Crystal, her sister. And dropping it back here for Antis. Antis goes over on the wing. Now M will pass it in front here for Whitmer, or for Weaver rather. Nice pass, shot good for two from Lanker on a good pass from Crystal Weaver to Allison Lanker, and Lanker put her home. Here's Wren for two, no good. And taken off over there by Lagerman. Her shot wouldn't go, and then a foul called. The foul, or not a foul, rather out of bounds play off Lagerman. And up court come the Trojans, bouncing it in off a foot. On the floor it goes. Wrestling match ensues back out here. Shot from out there for a couple, no good. Rebound here to Crystal Weaver. Back there for Antis. Antis, whoops, has the ball tapped away. This is going to be Wary going in for two. She's pushed, and a foul called. The foul will be on Straub, and Wary will go to the line shooting two. Here's Wary for one. It's good. That's good. So Wary makes a pair. And back come the Trojans. 1:05 left here in the third. This ball goes out of bounds. It'll be off the pass, so it'll be Eagles ball. And timeout's going to be called by UDA. Got 1:04 remaining here in the third quarter, and the Eagles on top by 20. Lagerman set to inbound the ball following the timeout. And back comes Wary with it. Wary up court. She's triple teamed, but a foul will be called on, or no, the ball went out of bounds. I beg your pardon. Ball out of bounds. Andis will inbound the ball for UD. Here for Crystal Weaver, and Andis has it back. Over the wing it goes. This time Straub will fire a shot up just off the mark. Rebound underneath and a foul called. Foul will be on Stroop. And we'll pick it up for going over the back. And it'll be just none shooting. It was on the rebound. And so Wary will inbound the ball. 48 seconds left here in the third. She inbounds it over there for that Lagerman. Bounce pass inside. Nice pass for Shingara. Heck of a nice pass from Lagerman, I guess it was, to Shingara. And Shingara was right there. Strong pass. Here's Andis. Out in front she goes to Schultz. Back here for Andis. Janelle fires it over the wing. Now back for Janelle Andis. Now inside it comes to Schultz. Schultz turn around. Foul called on Shingara, and that'll send Schultz to the line shooting 2 with 24 seconds left here in the third. Well, let's see if Christine can make a couple of these just for the heck of it. It's 22-44. And Christine could use a pair. Here's the first shot. It is good. Way to go. 44-23. Here's a second shot. It is also good. 2 good foul shots by that junior Christine Schultz. It's a pass underneath from UD looking, or from the Eagles looking for Shingara, but didn't go. 16 seconds remaining and counting it on down now here in the third. Pass down here for Schultz. Schultz tried to loop it inside. Comes back out here now for Schultz. Schultz will jump it back out, but it's stolen away. Wren heading down the court with it, looking for 2. No good. Rebound comes back this way. Marquette fires one up right at the buzzer, but it wouldn't go. And so at the end of 3, it's 44-24. Eagles by 20. Eagles inbounding here now as we play the 4th and final quarter here at Lion Mountain. Into the corner there for Whitmer. Passes it inside looking for Marquette, who was breaking underneath, but out of bounds it goes. Knocked out of there by Andis. And so the Eagles will inbound the ball. Whitmer getting set to do that. Does so over there for Dunkelberger, who's back in there. There's a pass and a kickball they're going to call on Andis. Hoover trying to make the pass inside, knocked it off the shin of Janelle. Here's Wary. Pushing it down here for Dunkelberger. Dunk from the wing. No good. Rebound. Let's see. Controlled in here to Lanker. And senior Lanker will bring it up. Spinning over here for senior Weaver. Shot put up. It's good. Schultz for 2 for UDA. This is Whitmer with it. Tapped away nicely in there by Straub. Straub coming back, looking for 2. She has it blocked out of there by Whitmer. And so UD will inbound the ball. It'll be Andis inbounding for the Trojans. Bounces it right underneath with a nice pass and a good shot that time by Allison Lanker. Good play that time on the inbounds. Andis saw her there, and then Andis will pick up a foul this time. Janelle going to get a reach-in foul. And Whitmer will inbound the ball right here in front of the Eagle bench. This is Marquette for Whitmer. Near wing here she goes to Wary. Wary taking it inside. Has that shot blocked away nicely in there by Schultz, I believe it was. And back with it come the Trojans. Oh, she passed it right by the Trojans, but out of bounds. It's going to go. Oh, it's going to go down the other way. And and it'll inbound it here. Will the Eagles. Whitmer coming up court with it. Ooh, bounced it up and hit herself in the face with it. Back with it come the Trojans. Andis picking it up over there, bouncing it back out. Tried to bounce it back out, stolen away by Whitmer. Janelle wanted to get it back here to Sammy Straub, and out of bounds it goes off Whitmer, who was stuck with it then. Sammy doing some good defensive work on her. And it'll be Crystal Weaver checking out, Carmen Weaver checking in for UDA. They loop it right here. Shot by Straub for two. It's good. Well, Sammy got the inbound pass and immediately put it up and in for two. Here's Marquette. Into the wing she goes with it. Hoover will take it inside. Looks a hook one up. No good. Carmen Weaver with it for UDA. Over here for Andis. Andis back over there for Lanker, or for Lanker now. Here's Schultz from 15 feet out. That's good. Well, where was this shooting 45 minutes ago? Anyway, timeout called by Coach Reed. It's 32-44. The Trojans have the margin down to 12 with 5:55 left here in the ballgame. Okay, the timeout is over, and Whitmer getting set to inbound the basketball for the Eagles. Breaks it over here for Hoover. Whitmer has it back, and she's going to be fouled. They're going to call a foul on Janelle Andis for riding a little bit too tightly here on Whitmer. So Wary will inbound the ball. She bounces it back here for that Weaver guy, or for that Whitmer gal. Got Whitmers, Weavers, and Warys in here. There's Whitmer with it. Whitmer taking it down, stopping, sort of. And for Marquette, and then Marquette had it straggle out of her hand. The ball comes loose again and picked up in here by Wary of the Eagles. Back here for Whitmer. Whitmer taking it down the court, pushes it over here now for that Hoover. Now Wary has it over there for Marquette. Marquette gliding to the hoop for two. Well, they kind of just stepped back and left the hand take that one in herself. So they'll loop it here. Ball tapped away, picked up in here by the Eagles. This is Whitmer for Hoover into the corner. Now it's inside for Wary for two. Her shot off the side of the glass, and then Schultz takes it out of bounds for UD, unintentionally, but she did anyway. And Lagerman, number 23, back into the ball game for Line Mountain. 4:51 left here in the ball game, and they inbound it back here. Lagerman had it. Now it's back for that Whitmer. Near wing, here's Wary from outside for three. It is no good. Goes up and hits on the top of the basket and out of bounds. 4:39 left. 46-32. Line Mountain. And up court is Andis pushing it over there. Now they'll try to go inside. It's tapped away. Hoover, I think, got a hand on it. Let's see. This is Whitmer. Return shot put up by Wary. Good. It was actually Lagerman who made the steal on the last play. There's a shot from outside for three, off the mark. Return shot by Lanker, blocked out of there by Marquette. Another shot put up there by Straub wouldn't go. On the floor it goes. And Schultz and Wary tie it up. The returning to the ball game, to the lineup for UDA is Emma Stroop, along with Ligon. I think it's like, I can't think. Ligon. Oh, here comes Wary. Just went off, injured her leg, or foot, or ankle, or something. Didn't see that happen. But she just went out of there in some degree of pain for sure. So we hope she's okay. And is taking it out here. Guarding her is Hoover. Now the ball stolen away. Back with it comes Wary. Wary for two. No, she is going to be held. A foul will be called on Andis with 3:52 left here in the ball game. And that'll send Wary to the line, shooting 2. Or will it? No. No, it won't. No, none shooting. She wasn't shooting, actually. Nope, they say she wasn't shooting, and so a technical foul just called on Coach Reed. Coach gets himself a tee. Come on, Mike. Gets himself a tee. He was really jawing with the official who was standing right in front of me, this guy here. Really hollering at him about whether she was shooting or not. So anyway, the Trojans will shoot a technical foul. 2 tees for the Trojans. First shot good. I'm sure Sammy could be disturbed by these kids over here. No, way to go, Sammy Straub. Those 2 are worth 6. These guys over here are relentless with their hollering and so forth. So anyway, it's now going to be inbounded by UD. Inbounded here for Schultz, but it's tapped out of there. Dunkelberger got a hand on that one. Knocked it out of there for the Eagles. It's going to be Whitmer and Lanker returning to take Schultz and Stroop's place. Kevin Stroop out of the ball game. Christine Schultz out of there. Here's a looping pass on the baseline, but a little bit too much of a loop to that one. And back with it comes Marquette for the Eagles. Marquette chased down back there. They'll spin it out here for Whitmer. 3:35 remaining in the ball game. Whitmer goes into the corner. Now back for Whitmer. Whitmer taking it in, but they'll push it back outside now as they run a little bit of time off here. Oh, and here's a foul called on Crystal Weaver. Crystal with a push. And that will send Wary to the foul line, shooting a 1-and-1. Wary at the line to shoot a 1-and-1 with 3:23 left. Her first shot no good. Rebounded in there, however, to Marquette. There's Hoover pushing it over here for Whitmer. And Whitmer will take it in and then back it back off. This is Whitmer with it. Pushing it here, and then they're going to have a walk called on Whitmer as she turned it over. And Andis will inbound the ball. 3 minutes, 1 second remaining in the ball game. Janelle, top of the circle. Janelle should hook up a 3. Nope, she puts it inside the Ligon. Ligon, one dribble, puts a shot up, blocked away by Dunkelberger, and controlled in here to Marquette. Back for Whitmer. Whitmer has herself blocked out of there by Weaver, and Whitmer will go to the line shooting 1-and-1 for the Eagles. 2:43 left here in the ball game. So we'll see if Whitmer does anything with these. Here's her first try. It is good. 49-34. She'll shoot one more. Here's their second try. It is good. 50-34, 16-point differential now for the Eagles. And up come the Trojans with Andis out in front. Near stolen. Boy, got away from 3 Eagles that time, did she? Ligon tries to drop it underneath here. Blocked in there by Marquette the first try. And then hold it. She walked after that, I think. Yeah. Marquette with a big block underneath. And let's see. We have Schultz and Carmen Weaver returning to the lineup. Well, they're trying to call her in, but she won't go. Oh, there she goes. Okay. And she will replace a Lanker for UDA. So back up court come the Eagles now with 2:25 left here in the ball game. This is Whitmer pushing it near wing over here. Now back out in front to Whitmer. She has Dunkelberger standing over here on the right baseline. Marquette spinning it back out here for Hoover. Hoover wants to take it in, puts it over here for Dunkelberger, and then back for Hoover. And winding some time down. Ball's over there for Marquette. Back here for Whitmer. Whitmer will take it in. Get back to Marquette. Back for Whitmer. 1:50 left here in the ball game. Whitmer over there for Marquette. Marquette was looking like she wanted to take it inside, but didn't do it. They're just playing some time down here off the clock. Dunkelberger pushing it back out here. And a foul called on Carmen Weaver. And that will send Whitmer to the line again for the Eagles. And again, she'll be shooting a 1-and-1. Whitmer at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Here's her first one. It is no good. Rebounded to Dunkelberger. Good for 2. The dunks a 2. And up court come the Trojans. Here's Whitmer. Inside here for Schultz. Schultz will spin it back and throw it away. So it'll be Eagle ball with 1:20 remaining here in the game. Eagles inbounding. Clock down to 1:15. So mercifully, this will soon be over. And there's a foul called on Schultz, and that will send Dunkelberger to the line. Or no, it wasn't. I beg your pardon. Again, it was an out-of-bounds play. Wary pushing it in here for Whitmer. Whitmer and Andis. Andis out, but here comes Crystal Weaver cutting right through there. Puts the shot up. No good. She's fouled. Crystal will go to the line, shooting 2. Foul was on Whitmer as Crystal Weaver puts her first shot up, but off the back of the rim and no good. Whitmer picked up her first foul of the ball game. Second shot, no good. Rebound comes over here, and Marquette has it. She will drop it back now as we're inside of a minute to play. Over in the wing there for Hoover. Hoover picking it up over here for Wary. Wary winding it around out here. 42 seconds left. Push it back out here for Wary. Bounce it here, Hoover. Hoover has it. Tries to go inside with it. Nope. Back out here. This is Whitmer over there for Dunkelberger. A couple of Trojans collide out here. Whitmer with 20 seconds left. So Mike Reed, instead of trying to just increase the score some more now, will wind the clock down, which is very nice of Mike. They lose the ball out of play with 11 seconds left. Mike has the bench tonight now, as it's his technical foul. He's sitting. He's not standing anymore, but it matters not. But here's a 24-foot try by Andis. No good. Rebound tapped around, and let's see, it's going to be out of bounds off the Eagles. Hoover tried to save that one in, but threw it along the baseline out of bounds, I believe. So it'll be inbounded by Andis here with 2.3 seconds remaining. The Eagles will continue their winning ways, and the two-game winning streak by the Trojans will be ended tonight here at Line Mountain. Foul will send Lanker to the foul line, and she will be shooting a 1-and-1, or 2 maybe. 2, yep, she's shooting 2. With 9/10 of a second left. Here's her first try. It is good. Way to go, Allison. What the hey. 35-52. 17-point difference, and Allison can make it 16 if she puts this one in. It is good. 2 fine foul shots by that senior Allison Lanker. And that will do it as the game comes to an end. The final score here tonight is the Line Mountain Eagles 52 and the visiting UDA Trojans 36. So Trojans never were too much into this one tonight, as the shooting in the opening stages was pretty lousy, and then it picked up here about the beginning of the fourth quarter, something like that. It looked like the Trojans had found the eye a little bit better, but for the most part, just some terrible shooting and some good defensive play on behalf of the Eagles, no question about that, as they used their height to their advantage and did what they needed to do to keep the Trojans off the board. So that's going to do it tonight. We'll pick it up again on Monday night, wherever we're at on Monday night. I'm not sure. I think maybe Newport and we'll see you then. Again, final score, Eagles 52 and UDA 36.